There's a rumor surrounding Bitmain's launch of the S21. Yes, that's new Bitcoin miners on the horizon. We have a new snapshot from Flux, a release of version 1.8 for Ironfish. Kaspa has released a tutorial on how to verify the chain surrounding the controversy of losing part of the chain a couple weeks into its launch. We also have a release of OneZeroMiner, and the TxBit closing has caused a lot of issues for people that were holding their cryptos on exchanges. Not your keys, not your crypto. Just a quick reminder there. All that and more on today's episode of Blocks, your one-stop shop for all cryptocurrency news from the perspective of a cryptocurrency miner. Let's hop right in. Bitmain has been a trailblazer in the mining rig manufacturing space, and their popularity has soared due to their consistent innovations and efficiency in power. Over the last decade, the hash rate of their Antminers has skyrocketed by more than 3 orders of magnitude, and their power efficiency has improved by over 100 times since their inception. As we know, the profitability of Bitcoin mining hinges on various factors, including technology, innovations, power costs, and servicing expenses. And speaking of technology, one way mining enterprises can boost profitability is by securing the best prices on high-end mining hardware. Back in May, the crypto mining landscape saw an intriguing move by Microbit, a notable competitor to Bitmain. They unleashed the M53S++, a cutting-edge hydro-cooling WhatsMiner boasting a phenomenal 320 terahashes per second and an energy efficiency ratio of 22 joules per terahash. Meanwhile, Bitmain showcased its Antminer S19 Pro Hydro and Antminer S19 XP Hydro, reaching hash rates of 184 terahash a second and 257 terahash a second, respectively. What stood out with the XP was its remarkable energy efficiency, almost hitting the 20 joules per terahash mark at 20.8 joules per terahash. So what's the latest from Bitmain? The Antminer S19 series has been stealing the spotlight, including the S19 Pro Plus Hydro, a liquid-cooled miner boasting an incredible 112 terahash a second computing power, and the Antminer S19 XP Hydro, which pushed boundaries with a staggering 255 terahash per second. We can't forget that the earlier Antminer S19 series, which includes the T19, S19, and S19 Pro, reached up to 110 terahash a second, 84 terahash a second, and 95 terahash a second, respectively. Now taking cues from Intel's block scale chip, a major development in the ASIC landscape, Bitmain could be ushering in a new era with its anticipated Antminer S21. Intel's block scale chip, with its optimizing hashing functions, offers a glimpse into the customizable future for ASIC miners. This could potentially influence Bitmain's next moves, as their history of surpassing competitors in hashing power might merge with Intel-inspired customizability. We all know Bitmain's prowess in Bitcoin mining, but they've also provided impressive miners for other proof-of-work cryptocurrencies. The Antminer E9, a beast of the ETH hash miner announced in 2022, clocked a phenomenal 2400 megahash a second, an energy consumption of 1920 watts. When it comes to acquiring mining rigs, the landscape can change quickly. That's why it's crucial to partner with a trusted source, and I have links to a few down in the comment section below, including Coastal Crypto Mining and bt-miners.com. While we don't have current numbers on the S21 right now, and it is purely just a rumor from ASIC Jungle, you might want to keep your ears to the ground in anticipation for this launch, because it should affect the pricing of older units in the near future. The Flux Marketplace remains an integral tool for hosting and operating a range of applications, projects, and even games. The forthcoming Cypherpunk 2023, a prominent Web3 conference, presents an opportunity to engage with the community and explore emerging trends. The Flux ecosystem continues to evolve, evident in growing deployment of decentralized WordPress on Flux. The beta release has enabled the establishment of over 300 websites, highlighting the platform's robust capabilities. While this innovation aligns with Flux's mission to redefine the decentralized internet, empowering users and facilitating smarter, more efficient engagement within the Web3 paradigm, it's important to note that it is still very early. In its beta phase, I have seen reports of websites losing data pretty regularly, even to the point to where some have reported moving to new platforms. This is going to have to be basically resolved, and we are going to have to see a more mature solution from WordPress or from Flux with WordPress if we want to continue to see adoption for it. I know that from my personal experience, I have had persistence issues for the data itself, and I think that this is something that goes across any kind of hosting with blockchain, and it'll be interesting to see it get resolved and how that will be resolved from a technical perspective. I'll definitely keep an eye on it. Diving into the latest update for Ironfish version 1.8.0, there have been some significant changes and notable enhancements, so let's break it down. What's truly intriguing about this update is its support for the Ironfish standalone wallet command line interface. This enhancement paves the way for future support of asset ownership transfer, which is a compelling direction for Ironfish to take. There's quite a lot that's been tweaked and redefined under the hood. Some of the changes include the addition of the new wallet get node status RPC, the introduction of wallet node interface to connect to RPC handlers, and support for V2 transactions to raw transaction. The developers have also been busy optimizing and streamlining various processes, as evident by the several refactorings and code reorgs. What's impressive is the extensive list of contributors who've made these improvements possible. From refining RPC methods to optimizing processes, the collaborative efforts of the community have indeed driven the advancement of Ironfish. All in all, the Ironfish version 1.8 update showcases a commitment to redefining and expanding the capabilities of this cryptocurrency network. With enhanced support for the standalone wallet, CLI, and future asset ownership transfers, Ironfish is clearly moving in a direction that aligns with the evolving needs of the crypto community. However, I would point out that there are needs on the mining side of things, and it is still up in the air as to whether the Ironfish network will change algorithms. There have been rumors from Rabid Mining that this is going to come to a vote, and there will be a decision as to whether or not ASIC resistance and FPGA resistance will be implemented in the future algorithm. As always, remember to keep an eye on their GitHub repository for the latest updates and changes. Let's delve into the world of Kaspa, where cryptographic methods play a role in verifying the integrity of its chain. This process not only assures authenticity, but also underscores transparency and security. So let's unravel the details together. You see, what happened a while back is that it was very evident with the implementation of pruning that some data was lost on the public block explorer, and this has been addressed in various amounts of ways, including of course a push to have people submit any old data that they may have had on nodes run before pruning was enabled. So they do go on to say that our objective today is to uncover the process that validates the authenticity of Kaspa's UTXO set using cryptography. This verification is a crucial step in confirming that this UTXO set evolved naturally from an empty state, establishing the Kaspa network as pre-mine free, which is the biggest concern by outside opponents. Of course, my concern from the inside opponent component is like, how was this not, addressed immediately? I get that people make mistakes, but like I pointed out before, this is a mistake that from any other perspective in the tech industry could get you fired, and that is losing data, right? And so let's go ahead and see how we're going to verify this though. As we journey back in time, we encounter a significant bug that emerged shortly after Kaspa's mainnet launch, causing network fragmentation. This issue arose around November 22nd, 2021, leading to a fully fragmented network by November 23rd. In response, users shared node data from before the crash, ultimately identifying a pivotable checkpoint block. This particular block, timestamped on November 22nd, 2021, is what we refer to as the checkpoint block. Subsequently, a new node was introduced equipped with a hard-coded Genesis block designed to mirror the UTXO set of this checkpoint block. The block thickens as we uncover a unique challenge. Node data enables validation of the chain solely upon the hard-coded Genesis point, yet a significant gap remains, demanding proof that the hard-coded Genesis UTXO set is congruent with that of the checkpoint block. To bridge this gap, the Kaspa community stored data directories from the crash timeframe. This supplementary data is subject to cryptographic validation, offering a comprehensive and foolproof solution. But wait, there's more. Bitcoin's integrity enters the scene as a timestamping service, verifying the accuracy of creation times for both the original and hard-coded Genesis blocks. The process itself involves a meticulous series of steps that collectively ensures the alignment of the current state, the hard-coded Genesis, and the original Genesis. This multi-step approach secures the Kaspa chain's integrity against potential timestamp manipulation. This rigorous process underscores Kaspa's commitment to maintaining an authentic and pre-mine-free blockchain. By employing advanced cryptography, Kaspa upholds the highest standards of integrity, instilling confidence among its users. Of course, that is what the PR statement is and not my statement. As Kaspa seemingly merges blockchain technology with cryptography, its ecosystem is fortified. Now, what I do want to go into here is that obviously you can now go on to the link in the description below and verify this for yourself, presumably. I would encourage anybody with knowledge in the space to go through this process, and especially the naysayers, as those are the ones that are going to bring up any issues that are revealed. Personally, my problem here when we look at this and we take a step back is initially when it was reported on, basically it was completely tossed to the side. You know, we had a bunch of arguments that it didn't matter, that this missing data was irrelevant, it didn't have any effect on the chain, etc. But it clearly did, and because of the push and further forward, they finally come out. I liken it to everything that's going on with LTT and Gamers Nexus right now, where Gamers Nexus has to continue to push and say, hey, there are issues here, while LTT keeps defending themselves as opposed to just resolving the problem. And then finally, they get to the part of resolving the problem. It's a little frustrating, to say the least, that it was put into this manner of telling everybody that had concerns surrounding it that they were fudding when it is a legitimate concern. And if blockchains and developers are going to react in this way, then these are the types of blockchain developers that we should not trust, because you have to be able to come out and say, hey, look, we made a mistake. Here's our fix. So that is what we've finally gotten. So every single time someone pushes you and says that you're fudding and to shut up, don't shut up. If it's a valid issue, you're going to be the one that pushes progress forward to resolve these issues for the greater good. I just want to let you guys know that you can go ahead and speak out when you see something wrong. You don't have to sit there and remain silent. Another example, of course, recently would be Dynex and Mine Something. And you can check his YouTube out down in the description below, where he found issues with manipulation of the mining software to increase the hash rate on Dynex, which was a bug. And initially there was a lot of pushback, everybody saying that it was FUD, but there was clearly an issue there that was eventually found. If you find an issue, speak up, see something, say something, and don't worry about what everybody is telling you not to talk about, because at the end of the day, the people that are solely behind one cryptocurrency so hard that that cryptocurrency can do no wrong, that is the quickest way for that cryptocurrency in particular to fail. And I'm tired of seeing this kind of talk and pushback against people that are bringing up legitimate concerns for different projects. And I don't care what project that is. It could be Flux, it could be Dynex, it could be Kaspa, it could be Bitcoin. It doesn't matter. We are here to push forward together to make this space better. not to push things under the rug so that we create a house of cards that completely collapses on us. OneZeroMiner version 1.23 introduces a series of improvements that are worth highlighting. Firstly, there's an enhanced security with the introduction of SSL TLS support. You can now use the SSL or Stratum plus SSL prefix in your pool's URLs to enable SSL for more secure mining connections. For those who prefer flexibility in their options, a new no-cert validation option has been added. This option allows you to skip SSL and TLS certificate verification if desired. Monitoring your mining performance is now easier with the addition of rejected shares monitoring in the watchdog. This feature keeps you informed about your mining activity in real time. The watchdog itself has been refined in its issue handling. If any issues arise, the miner now performs a full restart of connections, ensuring smoother mining operations. The miner's dependency on OpenSSL 1.1 has been removed. Instead, the internal OpenSSL library has been updated to the latest version and is now statically linked. This contributes to improved performance and efficiency. The max no job option, which was redundant, has been deprecated in this version. This streamlines the configuration process and prepares for its complete removal in the next release. To alleviate the load on pool servers, more development pools have been added. Moreover, the dev pool selection process now incorporates randomization for a more balanced distribution. Various bug fixes have been implemented, including addressing a bug that could cause the miner to freeze during multiple Malab reconnections. OneZeroMiner 1.2.3 marks another step forward in the realm of crypto mining as it pertains to Dynex. These updates do not only enhance the user experience, but also emphasize the commitment to continuous improvement and security within the mining sector. The closure of TxBit is having massive impacts on various altcoins. Currently, there are significant delays on withdrawals for both Radiant and Dynex. Due to trading being closed, there is no option but to wait, unfortunately. In addition to this, Dynex has additional issues of wrapped Dynex being stuck on TxBit. While Sumitomo posted that they are looking to take over the wrapped Dynex, he does recommend to convert to Dynex from wrapped Dynex. I see a couple of issues here. First, I am not sure this is actually possible with trading being shut down. However, I do not have any wrapped Dynex or Dynex to test this with. Even if it was open, it would drive the price to zero on all wrapped tokens. In addition, unless there is a decentralized option and takeover of the wrapped token, they are worth nothing. This is a reminder to never keep wrapped tokens in a centralized exchange, and if it is wrapped specifically for that exchange, avoid it at all costs. Come on, guys, we know CeFi is shit already. Stop doing it. Thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to hit the like, comment, subscribe, and notification bells down below. If you are interested, I post my daily moves over on sonofatech.locals.com, and you can get a free month as a supporter for extra additional content with a purchase of the crypto mining e-course at sonofatech.com. I will see you next Tuesday.